Electric cars may be one fast-growing area. If they grow anything like the GPS and the sat-nav industry, it will turn into something of a phenomenon. Nothing short of a revolution has taken place. The chief executive of the largest manufacturer of them in Europe, the TomTom, is Harold Goddijn. TomTom has introduced a new project which it believes will improve the company's bottom line and the way we drive. The core of it is a traffic manifesto which promises to cut times for individual journeys and individual travellers by 15%. Now, this is the manifesto. The idea is that the TomTom knows the traffic conditions and tells you the quickest and best route accordingly, dynamically. The company's mission statement believes that the sat-nav says all drivers eventually should benefit because there'll be quicker journeys and less stress. That's the theory. How exactly will TomTom do this? Before Harold went to Paris, he joined me so I could find out more.
If drivers would be perfectly informed about the traffic conditions around them, and if they would have the tools to react upon that and make informed decisions, then we will see a better usage of the road network. Load balancing it's called in computer terms. So the idea is that if the road is congested, you divert part of that traffic to another road, and that helps the individual, but also reduces traffic congestion overall.
How on earth do you manage to get enough data across the vast areas that your system can basically say what's the best routes?
That was a major challenge, and it took us years to crack it. And the traditional way of collecting traffic information is through governments, and they often involve hardware, loops, cameras, and that's expensive to build, expensive to maintain, and it doesn't give you the coverage that you need. So our system is based on software. We're measuring how handsets are moving along the roads. We're measuring how our own customers are driving along the road. We fuse all that, put it in a big machine, and we extract traffic information from that. And that information we then distribute in real time. I
suppose there's a privacy question here, isn't there? You now are tracking your users.
Yeah, so that, and you're right. So we have to be very careful about that, and we have to be very careful that information is used on an anonymous basis. So it's not linked to a device, it's not linked to a customer, it's all anonymized at a very early stage of the process.
So can you categorically say that if an authority, a police authority or a law authority or any authority came up to you and said, we want to know, was his car on that road on that night?
We cannot answer that question.
What about the people who say, it's a nice marketing tool for you, but does it work?
Yeah. It is.
You called me a cynic earlier.
Yeah, well, it is. You know, we are a private enterprise, so we're in it for profit. But what we are trying to do is create real valuable services for our customers, helping them to navigate their way through traffic and reduce travel time, reduce stress uncertainty. That's a great thing, and we're very successful in doing that, and we're selling device, and our customers are generally speaking happy with that. I think the other effect that we're starting to understand better now is that by doing that, we are also playing on a larger scale. Because of the load balancing element, we have an effect on the overall traffic conditions. And that is a positive effect for society as a whole. So by doing all this, we really start to make an impact on the usage of the road network across Europe.
The chief executive, another chief executive,